protect others. How does a Jedi? Hmm? Build your own lightsaber, you shall. The heart of the lightsaber, the crystal is. Focuses the Force. From the Jedi, it does.
Hello there. Today we are going to be talking about the lightsaber crystals and the kyber crystals that exist in the Star Wars universe. Now, to be fair, there are a lot of lightsaber crystals and a lot of kyber crystals that exist in the Star Wars universe, especially in Legends, but today we are going to be talking about the main specific ones: blue, green, red, purple, yellow, and white. So, without further ado, let's get on with the video and let's talk about some lightsabers. Here we go. And also, we're going to be talking about orange lightsabers, or yellow ones, because, they also exist in canon. Anyway, on with the show. In the Star Wars universe, the blue lightsaber is the most common lightsaber throughout the entire history of Star Wars, being associated with bravery, loyalty, and righteousness, and being associated with a Jedi's dedication to the Jedi Order and their desire to defend the truth. The blue lightsaber symbolizes determination, discipline, and respect for the Jedi Code, and is known throughout the entirety of the Jedi Order as belonging to some of the greatest duelists in the entirety of the Jedi Order and some of the best lightsaber combatants throughout the entirety of the Jedi Order's history. And just a short list of these individuals include, of course, Anakin Skywalker, who was one of the greatest duelists throughout the entirety of the Clone Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi, who was second to him, there was Ahsoka Tano, there was Count Dooku all the way back in the day, Shaak Ti, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Plo Koon, the list goes on and on. If I were to list every single individual that actually used blue lightsabers during the time of the history of the Jedi Order, we would probably be here all day. The green lightsaber, on the other hand, signifies a Jedi's connection to the Force, their desire for balance, and their commitment to peace. The Jedi who uses the green lightsaber values peace and cooperation and prefers to resolve conflicts through negotiation and meditation, being noted as the lightsaber crystal of the Jedi counselors who use green lightsabers and who are in tune with the universe and very often are very spiritual. And some of the most very notable Jedi who actually use the green lightsabers and who actually show their commitment to the Force and to the spirit of the Jedi Order are mainly Master Yoda, Qui-Gon Jinn, and Luke Skywalker, with a handful of other individuals like Sabine Wren, Ezra Bridger, Luminara, and many, many others. And at the end of the day, it was because of this very spiritual nature and this understanding of the universe and of the Force itself that Qui-Gon Jinn was able to achieve immortality and become a Force ghost, and then later on teach Yoda, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and of course Anakin Skywalker as he sacrificed himself to destroy the Emperor, and later on Luke Skywalker was taught the very same thing. Now, the red lightsaber crystals are where things get a little interesting. See, back in the day, during the time of Legends material, the red lightsaber crystals were synthetic, and they were created by the Sith Lords to basically distinguish themselves as Sith and as users of the dark side of the Force. Being synthetic crystals, they were not as powerful as the actual Force-ridden lightsaber crystals that they would find on Ilum and on many of the planets, which is how Luke Skywalker was able to use his red Shoto saber. But in canon, the red lightsaber crystals have a completely different meaning. See, to create a red lightsaber crystal in actual canon itself, you have to bleed the crystal, basically putting all of your anger, frustration, and hatred into the crystal, torturing it, and causing it to bleed, which effectively turns it red. Now, is this a better alternative as opposed to creating a synthetic crystal? I'm not completely sure. You can leave your comments down below on which is better. Now, the purple lightsaber is an oddity in its own right, basically symbolizing balance, individuality, and connection to the Force, and it's rare because they represent the balance between the light and the dark, which is very uncommon among Jedi and Sith. Now, the only individual, of course, that we know actually has a purple lightsaber is Mace Windu, mainly due to the fact that he also has a Form 7 technique in which he uses his dark side energy and his emotions during a fight, and then reflects it onto the individual that he's fighting, which is very cool for him, but also it's mainly because Samuel L. Jackson wanted a purple lightsaber because he's that guy. So whether or not you want to believe which is which, I don't care. It's funny either way. Now, the yellow lightsabers are an oddity in their own right, mainly given the fact that they symbolize energy, optimism, and warmth, and they can also represent a character's personality and personal growth, self-discovery, and their balance between different philosophies. Meanwhile, these same lightsabers are mainly used by the Jedi Order's very own Jedi Guardians, who are sworn to protect the entirety of the Jedi Temple and the Jedi Order with their very lives. The main individuals that used yellow lightsabers throughout their time were, of course, the Jedi Sentinels, who were the most powerful Force users in the Jedi Order. They were also known for striking a balance between diplomacy and combat. Of course, there's also Asajj Ventress, who also had a yellow lightsaber. And, of course, one of the most popular individuals was Luke Skywalker after he lost his blue lightsaber that belonged to his father on Bespin. And of course, coming around the final stretch, we have the white lightsabers, which show balance of strength and independence that Ahsoka commands. Ahsoka Tano is really the only individual throughout the entirety of the Jedi Order, throughout the Jedi Order's history, and one of the only characters in canon and in Legends that actually possesses a pair of white lightsabers that she stole from an Inquisitor and then cleansed by using the Force. Now, how Ahsoka Tano managed to do this is still quite a mystery, but it's actually really interesting to see how Ahsoka Tano managed to grab two white lightsaber blades from being able to cleanse a red lightsaber crystal, a pair of red lightsaber crystals. So either way, I think it's still pretty cool. And with all that being said, those are the 6 lightsaber crystals that we most commonly see in canon. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Maybe I'll make one about Legends crystals later on down the line. But without further ado, I'll see you guys later, and I hope you have a fantastic day. So, may the Force be with you.